doing a garden tour. So this garden's not planted really. There's like 4 tomatoes. Pile of pots that need sorted out. Those are the tiger lilies that I transplanted from and back, and they are doing so well. All the tiger lilies that have been transplanted are doing so well. This little dude looks like he's been partying way too hard. This is like some kind of like white daisy that blew into the yard, or maybe a squirrel brought it into the yard or something, and it's like taking over. So it's a little bit of a mess trying to get it under control. Some lavender that's coming back in. That's that white daisy dude. This is actually chamomile. So this plant right here will have to come out, but it smells like green apples, which is kind of fun. But yeah, this side's just sort of coming in and doing its thing. These are pretty. I think these are called columbines. And they're fun. They're perennials. And then there's this fuzzy guy that in this moment, maybe it's called lamb's wool. Hi, I'm Sadie. Sadie, of course, who's actually kind of in trouble right now and not 100% sure she's going to continue to be an outside cat. Well, an out front cat. Huh? You want to talk about what you did yesterday? Yeah? So, I hadn't seen her. Like, usually if she's out front, she comes by, like, does some drive-bys, and just, like, says what's up, whatever. And I hadn't seen her in, like, 3 hours. And I was over on the north side, which we'll be on in a minute. And, and all of a sudden I hear, like, cat stand-off-ish noises, and she chases this brown stripy cat into the street, doesn't even fucking look like where she's going, just chases him into the street, and then is standing in the middle of the street, just talking all this mad shit from the middle of the street. And like these, one set of neighbors, there's like 6 of them, and they have those horrible cars, and they never look at what they're doing. They're always on their phones, and they drive really fast. And so I had to go get her out of the middle of the street. So yeah, we might not be doing this much longer, but anywho, tiger lilies, purple columbines, lavender doing really well, all these strawberries that have gone just totally batshit. Yeah, we all know you're cute. We're just questioning your decisions. And like I said, it's okay to be angry, but it's not okay to be an idiot. So, yeah, these purple columbines. I don't know if my camera's picking up what just a really pretty color, and the sun's not hitting over here yet, but they're just so pretty. And this is the ice plant, and it's also got these, they all have different colors, but the flowers aren't awake yet because the sun's not hitting them. They fan out. This dude, I think this dude's dead. So, gonna have to figure something else with him. Strawberries, plains, roses, tiger lilies that just doing so well. That white guy. All the neighbors, the new neighbors did this little thing right here, which is cute. So, yay for new neighbors that plant little cute shit. Okay, so these are the tiger lilies also here that are doing really well, that haven't, and now I can't see my screen, so I'm not sure if I'm on the right thing, but yeah, so they're doing really well. All these kind of strawberries here. This is one of my favorite rocks. Love this rock. And this grass is so fun. It ends up being way taller than me. It ends up probably being like maybe almost 10 feet tall probably. So great. More strawberries. And if I can come back in here. So the irises, there's the purple and the white ones. And then this is a really big lavender bush. It smells really great in the summer, and the bees love it. And those are more irises in back. And then these irises, if I can back up into the street. I'm on the side of the street. I'm not in the middle of the street like some cats we know. cat like that. Yep, that cat there. The hens and chicks. And, they have spread out, obviously. They've spread out and they're taking up more room. But I thought that they would like join together and just be like a whole thing, but that hasn't happened yet. So it may just be like they're a bunch of disjointed pods kind of hanging out in the same neighborhood, but not actually conjoining. These irises, the purple ones are really pretty. These irises. Yeah, so the irises, it's like, they're like just like, pow. Pow, we're here, bitches. This right here is the most popular bush. It's big. It's not big, but I mean, Anyway, this has to be like dog Facebook or something, because like literally every dog stops here, every dog pees here. It's just, I don't know, that's like the corner. That is the corner. And I see a cat. Okay, so we have the purple phlox. And this might be the best it's looked ever. Let me see if I can come this way. Get the sun out of my face. So, it's kind of blowing out the color. So it's really, really pretty. It's a really pretty, delicate little flower. And it's struggled for so long. That's the sun just making it look white. It's still purple. But it's all like grown in and bushy this year, which is really nice. And then there's these irises. And they're the most interesting color. Let me see if I can get over here. They're like, that might be called mauve. And like, it's just so crazy. And like a cream kind of color, like a really antique white with like this yellow. And this might look better in the sun. But if I do the video in the sun, it blows things out usually. Here's a new one that's going to come out. So maybe I'll come out and just get a still shot of this. But they're just such a... irises could just be the most interesting collision. Whoa. I am stuck in a tree. Ugh. Jeez. Sorry, dude. Sorry. They can just be the most interesting collision of colors. Yeah. So since I'm standing here, I'll do this right here. This is that ice plant too. Oh, I can't see anything. This is the ice plant, so it'll have flowers at some point. This is some sort of ground cover that has little yellow dudes. I forget what he's called. He's kind of mingling with the ice plant here. Another fabulous rock. This is very soft, and it has a yellow flower. And these are these red dudes, and a little bee bath, and then the backside of the irises. Okay, and then we have the phlox coming around the corner. These grasses. This bush is having a weird time. This bush is like usually has little yellow flowers, and the one on the corner is doing all right. But this bush, like half of it is just like, nah, dude, I'm done. So I don't know if this is an interesting, like legit half the bush is just like, I'm over it, totally over it. So I know. So it's not like the bush is done completely and wants to be something different on the planet, but clearly half of it's done. Some more of the phlox, more of the strawberries. Oh, a hen and chick that just showed up on its own. That's fun. Okay, that's cute. I did not plant those there. This one's fun too, this little ground cover guy. So it has these little purple flowers. See if I can just kind of zone in on it. Yeah, and these purples look better in the sun, but like I said, usually the sun just blows the whole thing out, so you can't see shit. Huh? But you can see Sadie. See how twitchy she is? It's like she's on guard for that other cat. She's just not, I don't know, she's like some more tiger lilies. And this is where it gets a little kind of a lot. So the strawberries are really having a good time and multiplying like damn rabbits. And so, yeah, a number of these are gonna have to get taken out, just thinned, because this is just nuts. I mean, this has turned into 50. If I was gonna start yanking, 50 or more strawberry plants. And then there's the tiger lilies right there. But this is just a ridiculous amount of strawberries at this point. And then all the roses start coming in around here. Oh, and here's where I can't see shit. And the roses, and there's no blooms yet. But then here the strawberries finally kind of end. They're coming over to there. And then here's more of this ice plant. And the ice plants are interesting because they have different color flowers, but the flowers aren't on this side yet. This one has the yellow flowers. I think this is that daisy guy that blew into the yard. And this is something that was supposed to be in the fairy garden one year. It looks like it's a columbine. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say with this yard because the squirrels hang out in the fairy garden and they'll eat stuff and then poop it out wherever. And so the bush back there that's half bush going, like half bush sad, is supposed to be like this. So all green with yellow leaves. And yeah. And here are some sunflowers. And sunflowers are fun because they're not perennial, but because they seed so heavily, they act like a perennial. So they just keep coming back, which is nice. So these dudes will be, I don't know, 10 feet. That's another one of these bushes with the yellow flowers. A cat. Hello. Tiger lilies. So these right here probably will have to get thinned out. It seems like there's a lot of traffic today, which is why we're going to be talking about your behavior. Yeah, well, that shit was ridiculous. So more ground cover, and then here's more strawberries, and look at all the flowers. There's going to be like a boatload of strawberries on this side. Do you see all those flowers? Hundreds. It's going to be epic. I know, I'm going to have to come back and... I know, well... don't be sucking up to me. I'm not 100% sure that you're staying out here. This is called dichondra. So I planted this from seed to fill in the holes of this flagstone walkway that we put in 4 years ago, I think. This used to be just trashy fucking grass. Like, see how gross this grass is? Just like, it's just ugh. And so finally, after a million years of arguing, I finally got it so that we could yank all this front grass out, make this berm, these garden boxes, and then this walkway. Okay, so here's this round around this tree, and I don't remember any of these. I think this is a purple guy, and then, yeah, I don't remember anything about what's happening over here. But at some point soon, beyond the columbines, it'll be like, hello. Oh yeah, and then Sadie got up on the roof and stuck the other day, so I'm thinking it had to have been on this tree. She climbed up and then jumped up onto the roof and then couldn't jump back onto the branch, maybe? I don't know, but that was kind of funny. Okay, swinging around. Lavender that's doing well, but just needs like the dead bits cut off, like a trim. You know, it's just this part's crap, but this is all really great. It smells so good, holy shit. I wish this video was scratch and sniff, good God. Okay, and then this is more strawberries. Oh. And this peonia is doing really well. Can't see it. That was planted last year. Yeah, but these are all strawberries. And I don't remember planting strawberries over here. So, doesn't mean I didn't do it. Done a lot of planting on this yard, so I don't always remember everything. So this is also a lavender that's just looking kind of scrubby, but it's got a lot of good growth, so it's good. That yellow daisy dude. Totally forget what this one is. Looks like some sort of grass. And yeah, this is another grass. So this is where we get into the strawberries. They're just everywhere. They're just like I said, they're like rabbits. Oh, fun. There's a milkweed. Yay. So this, I can't see. Okay, still can't see. All right, so this is a milkweed, and it's got fuzzy leaves, and we'll end up having these, it smells so good. And you can smell it from like, there's a bunch by the front door, and you can smell them when you open the front door. So you can, from like 5 feet away, you can smell them, and bees go crazy for them. So that's kind of fun. And they have these really interesting seed pods. I wish I had one. Once again, maybe I'll take a still shot and add it. But they're like literally feathery. it's like a seed that looks like a watermelon seed almost, but a little bit like lighter in color and texture. And they have these feathery things and they just float around. And so that's how the one from the front door ended up over here. And so the backside of these roses, many more strawberries, so many more strawberries. It's like insane. This little guy is so cute. Okay, now I'm blocking the sun. This little dude, I can't see. It's like the most delicate, wee little white flower. And they're such a cool little, they have a stem and then they have this like blast that comes up. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, but they're so cute and they're so small and just, wow, flowers and nature, right? Just like, holy cow. And here's a little small tree, but that's gonna have to get yanked. Oh, a bunch of little small trees. Okay, so those will have to get yanked and put in a pot and given away because you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. All right, and then we have the sleeping dragon under the tree. And I forget what these guys are right now. Isn't that funny? They're probably like, that's screw you, lady. You're the one that put us here. How are you gonna forget? And this is all this ground cover. And people are always like, how do you get so much stuff to grow under a pine tree? Because the soil is like really acidic and it's really interesting. So the key to that is you talk to the elementals on the property and you just have them show you what would do well where. And that's what I did. And that's what's going on. And so that's why I usually don't have any idea who's what, because I'm not really paying attention to that kind of stuff. Here's a bee bath that has like a bunch of twigs and shit in it, or pine needles, so I'll have to clean that out. And we got some tomatoes. This will get planted soon. That's tomatoes. These pots will be leaving. Oh, here's a columbine that's pink. Or maybe that's not what that's called. Oh, I think that's called like something with a bell. I'm not really on my botany. My botany brain's not on today. Huh, Sadie? She is like on the lookout for that brown cat. Okay. I know. Okay, so coming through here, another very fabulous rock. This rock reminds me of some kind of I think it reminds me of a manatee. It has very sea energy, like of the sea kind of energy. So I really dig it. And then here's the other milkweed that's by the front door. And these guys will be pretty tall. They'll be above my head. So they might be 6 feet tall. And they just, like I said, smell so good. Whew, so good. Yeah. And this is called dragon's blood. There's more of it up on that front corner by the sunflowers. But yeah, this ground cover is called dragon's blood. And I don't know if the sun's making it, but it's like it ends up being like, yeah, dark blood kind of color. It's just growing in, so it's got some green. Yeah, it's on the backside of those cool looking irises. And then this is like some kind of viney guy. Don't remember exactly. And the turkey kale isn't growing in, which is funny. So there was a wild turkey. When did that happen? T was still alive. So before 2022, so let's say 2021, there was all of a sudden like a wild turkey. Oh, I think there's a video on here of T versus the turkey. It just was like cruising around the neighborhood. I guess it lived here for a year. But I would put seeds down for it. And then forever, I guess it didn't like kale. It didn't like kale seeds. So forever, there'd be a little patch of kale here that was like the turkey kale because it ate the other seeds, right? So here's the tiger lily's really doing good. It's kind of a fun little shape. Looks like a duck bill or something, but that's going to be the flower. Okay, and then coming back here. And I guess one more little comment. So this is calendula? No, chamomile. This is chamomile. And, you know, the flowers aren't in yet, but it has the best smell. It smells like green apples. And it's like a sunflower in that it's not technically a perennial. Woo! It's not technically a perennial, but it reseeds itself at such a fantastic rate that it acts like a perennial. So, a little lesson about flowers and shit. Crabapple tree, walking backwards. Look how blue the sky is. Never mind all the power cables, but good God. Colorado can have some blue ass skies, right? I don't know if that's picking up how blue that is. And it's like monochrome, like the whole, is there a cloud in the sky? Hang on a minute. I'll give you some irises to look at while I figure this out. Dang. Not a cloud. Okay, so we'll start from here and just do a panorama of the sky. I really hope it's picking up how damn blue this is. All right. And we'll end on some trees. Thank you, trees. Thank you for exchanging breath with us. Okay, first garden tour 2024. I'm with Sadie. What do you have to say? Nothing? She's just out of it. Oh, this is hilarious though. So this is fun. That's just shit from pine trees. Yeah, and that's the fun of having a long-haired cat. So yeah, get to go in and brush that off of her. Okay.